Hey everybody, it's Scribs. We're making a new video today. Am I a sellout because I've fallen in love with fan art? Obviously I'm not. Nobody who makes fan art is a sellout as long as they love what they're doing, and you always want to make sure you're drawing because you love art and not for the love of like anybody else, or like because it'll get attention. Like I feel like I'm saying like so much. I'm so sorry. I know like a lot of character design is based off of um like is made of up of interesting shapes. So a lot of the time artists will like it, but that doesn't necessarily mean like they're into the show or whatever. I don't think you have to be into a show to do fan art. I just personally think that there's a point in my creation status, my posting online journey, where I really wanted to get attention, and I thought that doing fan art was a nice way to do it. But I also didn't want to pressure myself and fall into that trap where I was making things just because it would get attention. So like usually what would happen is I wouldn't end up drawing the fan art like I wanted to. I would attempt to, and then I would immediately hate what I created. So what ended up happening is I, what did I do? Well, I like basically would make terrible art and then completely flip out on myself because I'm like, girl, like you suck. And it's a hard position to be in, to tell yourself that you suck because you can't draw fan art, because I mean you don't ever have to. That's like the craziest part, I think, that fan art isn't something you ever have to do, but the cycle of social media that comes around, and sharing your art of stuff, it gets to this point where you kind of feel like you should and you have to garner some attention from people who wouldn't typically be interested in your art originally. I feel like media has become very like self-serving in a way that works for AI, because people really want this certain, how do I say, these certain things, kind of as if creators are robots and not just sharing their wonderful talents and gifts with you. Like when I think about the fact that people like will write fanfic stories through AI instead of just, you know, learning how to write themselves, stuff like that. It's like, oh my gosh, do we not have any appreciation for artists? So I get why people would want fan art, or would want to see fan art from creators before they're really invested in what the creator is doing. But I also know, but I also know something, that there are creators who just draw fan art only and stuff, and I think that's fine as well. Like a lot of the creators I know that do that are extremely talented in the way that they do it, and it's really cool. And so me now falling in love with fan art and learning how to do it and becoming satisfied with myself has been an awesome journey. So what I was learning while doing this fan art is I wanted to find a lot of references for artists who draw the characters in a way I would like to, and the funniest thing happened. Everybody drew the characters well, right? But the likeness actually wasn't even there, which is so like, what? Like, you guys were not drawing them like anywhere near what they looked like. And that was fine. It was just like when I finally sat down to study, I was like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. This doesn't look like this doesn't look like even a little bit realistic. And so I was like, okay, So I know what I have to do, and you can see me do it right here. I have to study for myself. I think a lot of it, maybe you can hear my pencils working. I like doing a little bit of ASMR. I'd love to do a draw with me at some point, but right now what's going on is not having enough time or energy to film my iPad. So I just do screen recordings and stuff. I hope that's okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, so what I know about drawing is that, what was I saying? Oh, I had to start studying for myself. So what I know about studying for myself is that I wanted not only the likeness to be there a bit, but I also wanted I wanted a part of the art to look really like stylistic, like how I would draw, but not without but not being too realistic. There's some earlier drawings I had done of these characters, and it ended up looking very amateurish, and that's the exact opposite. I'm gonna try to insert the art here so you can see what I mean. Hopefully you can see what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain, I feel, because it's not like this clear shot thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it without with just words. It kind of is just like this feeling that I have that the art isn't giving off what I want it to give, if that makes sense. And the reason that happens is because maybe my brush strokes look like it. I was thinking about this earlier, that it really mimicked a painting when I was younger, or making art when I was younger, in the way that it just felt uncertain. Like, I just felt like there was something very uncertain about what I was drawing, in a way that worked in the favor of younger me. And that's not really what I wanted it to look like, you know? So, I hate when my voice does the gravelly thing. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah. So, it's because I'm speaking quiet. But yeah, so a lot of the times I was very dissatisfied, but the original intent for this month wasn't to be so focused on fan art at all. It was actually supposed to be about my original guy characters, because in Inktober I had done like this big this big challenge where I drew, and it wasn't that I drew every day, but I had drawn my original characters in every single thing that I did. And then afterwards I ended up what was I gonna say? I ended up planning out like a thing for me to draw my guy characters, and then that didn't end up happening for a lot of reasons. One being I felt kind of burnt out from the experience, and then another being I ended up getting on this what's this called? Fan art hype. And I love it now that I can finally draw it, because for the longest time I really did want to draw certain things by myself, and I couldn't really commission them. I am broke. But ended up getting into this. Excuse me. And I'm really, really proud of myself. I think the hardest part in all of this is still like the eyes and certain face shapes, and when certain things are cut off, like how do I go about that? But I hope you can see kind of what my process is like from this video, how I come to draw things, and how exciting it is for me, really, to be able to do this. I think there's a lot of things I struggle with, so it's not really that easy for me, and it took me a long time to get to this place, but I'm glad I'm there anyway. And the main fact is, I didn't think it was gonna take that long to I didn't think it was gonna put me in this state where I felt like, what's it called, burnt out. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be in a space where I felt burnout, because I was so excited to draw my guy characters at the top of the month, and sorry, I was like giggling at the drawing that I'm doing right now, because it's that scene where Buck and Eddie make fun of Bobby for they make fun of Bobby for being scared of an alpaca, I think. Yeah, I think that's it, because it's season 5, the season 5 blackout episode. I know a lot about this show. Yeah, okay, let me stop before I embarrass myself. But anyway, yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get burnt out from drawing. I thought that I was gonna be ready to go into this next challenge, but the fact is, even now when I'm drawing, there's a part of me that's like, no, even now to draw, to get into that mindset is a little hard. I will get my iPad and draw, but only at certain times, and the certain times that I'll draw at is always it's always really, 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 what I would say is late. From now to, what's it called, from now to 1 a.m. I would draw, and when I really would want to draw is way earlier than that, but I just don't have it in me typically to do that, and that just sucks. I don't want that to have that energy at all. I want to constantly have energy to draw whatever I want whenever I want, but it's kind of well, what can you do? Because right now I'm still in that burnout stage, so I'm not gonna rush myself to get over it, and I'm not gonna be mad that I'm in it, because I didn't really mean to get here. It was totally by accident, and it was totally not the intent. I was gonna be drawing every day again, and I was gonna be really, really proud of myself that I even was attempting to draw every day again, even if it didn't actually happen that way. Does that make sense? And yeah, but now we are where we are, and I'm drawing fan art instead. And it's okay though. I think I'm doing a job. Oh my gosh, why does it look like this? His eyes are so small. Sorry, I'm freaking out about my drawing. I think if I flip it, last time I started it over, but I think if I flip it this time, I'll feel better. I don't want to start over. Yeah, so anyway, everything that happened in my art journey, I feel, is been leading up to this moment of gratification where I feel really accomplished with myself, and really thankful that I developed the skill. So yeah, that's how I feel now. I'm really glad. I think all the people who have been doing fan art before me are absolutely legendary and incredible, and I don't know how they do it, but I'm forever inspired by them, and I hope you can see the slow improvement for me while I'm doing this. Like slow improvement in my drawing, because I feel as though it does happen, even if it's like little by little. And that's the, I think, most exciting part to me, right? Like, you get to a place where you always wanted to be. And that's what it's all been about this whole time. I hope you like these like rambling videos where I'm also drawing at the same time, and you don't feel like you feel like you can draw along with me. So yeah, bye. Like, comment, and subscribe, please, and share.